Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson and welcome to California Life. Well, this week we venture outside of our beautiful state to bring you the best of the Caribbean. Join us as we set sail to the Southern Caribbean on the beautiful Carnival Breeze, voted one of the top 10 best cruises by USA Today. Let's see why with Audra Stafford.
Cruising the Caribbean is a breeze on Carnival's third and last Dream Class ship, the Carnival Breeze. The massive ship is longer than 3 football fields and features 130,000 tons of fun on the high seas, especially for families.
Children are very much a part of today's vacation experience, and Carnival has grown over the years and realizing that we need to provide not only a great entertainment and a great relaxing vacation for mum and dad, but also for the kids as well.
USA Today named the Carnival Breeze one of the top 10 cruise ships sure to please kids, thanks to family-friendly features like the Waterworks Water Park.
We've got this huge water park with the twister slides, with the racing slides.
The Breeze also has its own ropes course.
There's 20 different bridges, 10 different platforms. There's something for everyone. There's something that's pretty simple for people to get around, and there's something for even the craziest of people. We'll give them something difficult to do.
Alongside the ropes course, you'll find a jogging track and outdoor gym overlooking the ocean, which is why the Breeze also made USA Today's list of the best cruise ships for fitness junkies.
We also have a multi-purpose sports court, so you can play basketball, volleyball, or soccer. We have a fantastic mini golf course that's on 2 levels. You're creating so many different activities for friends and family to come together outdoors and have a great time.
All of those activities are sure to have you working up an appetite, and the Carnival Breeze offers a variety of dining options. If you're in the mood for a mouth-watering burger, you'll want to check out Guy's Burger Joint, which was designed by celebrity chef Guy Fieri. If steak is more your style, then there's Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse.
We had dinner at the steakhouse last night and it was perfection.
And if your mouth is set for Mexican, there's the Blue Iguana Cantina, which features made-to-order burritos and tacos. The Breeze even has its own beer, Thirsty Frog Red, and it's being served up at the Red Frog Pub.
The ambiance is great. There's nice music. The staff has been amazing.
There's no shortage of ambiance aboard the Breeze, especially when it comes to entertainment. For a good laugh, check out the Punchliner Comedy Club presented by George Lopez.
Comedians were really funny.
Or enjoy a musical review by Playlist Productions like The Brits.
We saw the Brits last night.
Oh, the Brits, yeah, that was a cool
fun.
show.
Latin Nights is amazing. I wanted to get up there and dance.
Last night we went to see the 2 shows. Wow, that's all I can say.
There's no shortage of wow factors aboard the Carnival Breeze, from the staterooms to the adults-only area Serenity to the Cloud9 Spa, which makes for an easy, breezy cruise vacation. The Carnival Breeze offers 6- and 8-day Caribbean cruises out of Miami. For more information, visit carnival.com. Bringing you the best aboard the Carnival Breeze, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
And coming up, see why 60 is the new 40 as we continue our special series on facial rejuvenation with lead cosmetic surgeon Dr. David Morrow. And movie legend Francis Ford Coppola is now turning his passion to wine. Don't go anywhere. We've got all of this coming up and more right here on California Life.
I'm Audra Stafford here at the Disneyland Resort, and coming up on California Life, Donald and I are going to show you some fun new ways to explore your Disney side this summer.
I'm Alicia Stanford. Thanks for joining me to find out what's in the Hollywood spotlight now. Once upon a time, there was a TV show called Fantasy Island in which all the visitors' dreams came true. The new movie by the same name also makes visitors' dreams come true, but with an evil twist.
The plane. It's here.
So far, so good. Fantasy Island, the movie, starts off with much the same premise, but this time the guests aren't just those with big bucks looking for a unique getaway. They're on the island through design, but a lot of questions remain.
What if your fantasy involves a person from your life?
Holograms, like Tupac.
What if it's somebody who died?
Tupac.
But one thing is for sure.
Your life is about to change
forever.
Maggie Q's Gwen wants to see her child again. Lucy Hale's Melanie has something different in mind.
So, what's your fantasy?
Revenge on a childhood bully.
And the man pulling all the strings is this guy.
I'm Mr. Rurik. Let me officially welcome you to Fantasy Island.
Michael Pena takes on the role of host and wish fulfiller in chief.
He's a character made famous by Ricardo Montalban, and me and Jeff, we wanted to kind of modernize him a little bit. Although when you look back at Ricardo Montalban and what his performance, it was pretty darn good, and that's kind of, he played himself a little bit. So much respect to him.
To say the guests get much more than they bargained for on Fantasy Island is an understatement. Pena says the cast members were excited to prove their action horror chops.
These guys were all really hungry for the movie, and it was kind of inspiring. And this movie's completely different. I mean, it is, a thriller kind of genre, horror, but it for sure was, there was a lot of devoted to it, and a lot of people put their heart and soul into it.
We weren't brought here to have our own fantasies.
I want it, I got it, I want it.
We were brought here to be a part of something else.
I got it, I want it, I got it.
I'm your friend.
I've always wanted to hear you say that.
Your Fantasy Island adventure might be more enjoyable when you're streaming or watching on DVD. I'm Alicia Stanford, and that's what's in the Hollywood Spotlight now.
Paradise Beach Cafe in Paradise Cove, and we're with Bob Morris. But there's something stirring here in Malibu that is of bigger concern to all of us Mai Tai fans like I am. It's the straw, Bob. What is going on with plastic straws here in Malibu?
Well, we just, the city of Malibu about a week ago put a ban on plastic straws in any restaurant. And guess what? I'm 100% in back of it. I'm an old surfer. These oceans are getting screwed up. Our landfills can't handle it anymore. How many straws a day do you think are used? 500 million.
500
and
million
I didn't believe it until I looked what we used in this one restaurant. Last year, invoiced 600,000 straws. Plastic, they're gone forever.
All right, so knowing Malibu as I do, I'm sure that there's a few Starbucks here, a few McDonald's here. Are they going to have to adhere to the new policy?
They are.
All right, when I said policy, it's a law.
It's a law. They're going to fine you, and they're right. I think, as with any law, that they're going to have to flex a little bit. But I went back, and straws are being made that are compostable. Pardon me, and that are made out of cornstarch. The problem is, it takes like 180 days to biodegrade, and the landfills and the people haulers can't handle it. So the city also banned those. So then I was scratching my head. I said, well, you can do a paper straw and...
A bamboo? Maybe a bamboo straw?
Bamboo.
They do bamboo toilet paper now.
The bamboo straws were like $1 a piece, and you couldn't wash them.
No.
And then they said stainless steel straws, and I don't have anybody small enough to go inside the straw to clean
Can somebody bring their own straw in, Bob? Remember my dad brought his own scissors in to...
He brought a lot of stuff. So going forward, in the middle of the night, I came up with an idea, and I said pasta.
Pasta.
And I've got them in my hand right now. This is a pasta straw. We've been online here for about a week. They work perfectly. Their cost impact is negative. It's about the same as a plastic straw. It's food going in a container, so there's no stigma to it. They're 100% biodegradable, and the guests love getting on board with it. They want to be part the solution, not part of the problem.
It's Peter Dills. It's Dining with Dills. We are talking to Bob Morris. We're down here in Malibu, Paradise Beach Cafe, as we speak at Paradise Cove. Bob, give us the history of Paradise Cove.
Well, it goes back. When I was a kid, my dad owned this property, and then he sold it, and I had to go to work. So I left here in the 60s and built like 28 restaurants in the area. But Paradise Cove is a private beach. It's absolutely beautiful. We try to keep it very clean. We have a pier. It's a day at the beach. I have always said that what I do is I build the quintessential California beach restaurant. You think about a beach restaurant, this is what It is, and I defy anybody to find one differently.
Complete with sand on the floors, I might add.
You know, we have a very strict dress code.
Well, I dressed the part for you today, and you didn't.
It's called none.
Yeah.
You can come here, bring your kids, bring your high chairs, bring your wheelchairs, bring your bikinis. We know our guest base, and that's what it is, and we treasure every one of them.
What's the biggest thing that you've seen in the last 20 years? I mean, your restaurants, since I've known you, have been on the coast.
I'm very, I've had a few duds, but most of them on the water work. I really love this. I have to see the ocean personally every day just to live. I think that we're selling some. You can go to a Houston, fabulous restaurant, by the way, but you're in the middle of a town, you're going to look out the door and see a bus drive by.
Right.
And here, you know, you look out and we have the occasional whale, we have dolphins every day, we have bikinis, we have little kids with their strollers, we've got seniors coming in with their walkers, and in every case, we try to treat them all equally and give them the experience of what it is to come to the beach.
My favorite dish of all time, or actually it's not a dish, it's a soup. Remember my dad, we mentioned
She crab soup.
Yes.
It's on the menu.
She crab soup.
Emerson Holmes, who was our executive wacko chef, who I loved a whole lot, and he brought that to us, and I just tingle thinking about it. It's really good.
All right.
You should try it today.
I'm going to try it today. So that's it for today. We're with Bob Morris, wrapping it up. I think I'm going to order an Anchor Steam, have something to eat. I've got some music in my ears. That means we have to go to a commercial break. But when we come back, more Dining with Dills.
And still to come here on California Life, we head to the Sonoma wine country to see why movie legend Francis Ford Coppola has turned his passion to the wine industry.
One of Disneyland's wildest rides is back in action. I'm Audra Stafford, and I'll take you along for the ride coming up.
He's a legend in the movie industry, but Hollywood is now sharing the limelight with Sonoma County and Francis Ford Coppola. Let's see why with Peter Dills.
I'm wine editor Peter Dills. You know Francis Ford Coppola? You know him from The Godfather, that hit movie in the 70s. But did you know that Francis Ford Coppola is very passionate about his winemaking? In fact, he's been in the business for over 30 years. In 2006, he opened his second winery in Sonoma County and named it Francis Ford Coppola Winery. I want to introduce you right now to Corey Beck. He's the director of winemaking and the general manager at the Francis Ford Coppola Vineyard.
Sophia Blanc de Blanc that I have here was really, this was started the Sophia family, and I started with the winery in 1998, and Francis sent an email to the winemaking team and said, well, you know, my daughter's wedding's coming up, and I want to surprise her with her own wine, and so, you know, there's a lot of pressure on us, but it was fun. We created a wine that's very Prosecco style, light, fresh, fruity. It's made with Pinot Blanc, a little bit of Riesling, and a little bit of Muscat, served chilled. And this is Francis and the team have come up with a beautiful package, and you can see the pink cellophane wrapping, and Francis and the team is very adamant that when you open this, that you leave the cellophane wrapper on.
Signing off from the Francis Ford Coppola Winery in northern Sonoma County, I'm Peter Dills.
Corey, thanks for the souvenir. I'm going to enjoy this Sophia sparkling wine. If you can't make it up to the vineyard yourself, don't worry about it. Vaughn's Pavilion Safeway has plenty of Coppola wines. A lot of them are under 20 bucks. Coppola Claret, my favorite, the Coppola Director's Cut, and the topic of our discussion today, Sophia Sparkling Wine. Peter Dills signing off from the wine country.
And now let's check in with Audra Stafford for the latest in entertainment.
It's summertime here at the Disneyland Resort, and Donald Duck and the rest of the Disney gang are inviting you to explore your Disney side.
Whether you prefer the train or cars, splashing or screaming, there's no wrong way to show your Disney side.
Everybody has their own special connection, whether it's an attraction, a wonderful character like Donald, something that connects with you emotionally.
For Imagineer Ray Spencer, it's all about riding the rails on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Was this a favorite ride of yours?
Yeah, well, see, I'm a train geek, and I'm a gold mine geek, and a western geek, so it's perfect for me.
Big Thunder is back open this summer after being shut down for more than a year for renovations.
It's like a new ride. It's all the track is replaced, brand new trains, new special effects.
But the same great thrill.
Since this was one of your favorite rides, I imagine it was really fun to think of ways. Were you always thinking of ways that you could just tweak it a little bit?
Very satisfying, yeah. At Imagineering, every time a ride goes down for a rehab, we dig into our bag of tricks and try to come up with something to make it that much more special when it reopens.
To make Mickey's Sensational Parade that much more special this summer,
we are doing a pre-parade with Anna, Elsa, and Olaf.
Hi there!
And if that's not enough to give you your Frozen fix, you can stop by the recently added Frozen Royal Reception in Fantasyland.
Have you ever been to the snow? No.
One reception that never gets old? The Mad Tea Party.
And I understand the teacups are so popular that you have a version of this at all of your Disney parks.
They're all around the world, which is really neat. And every version is a little bit different depending on where you visit. Ours, of course, is the original.
And speaking of original, a new trend is gaining popularity at the parks this summer called Disney bounding.
It's where you kind of give an ode or pay homage to your favorite character without dressing in their exact costume. So if you were to say I was Disney bounding, this is kind of Donald-ish if I had a little sailor cap on.
Just one more way to show off your Disney side.
Really exploring your Disney side for me is all about kicking it old school, taking it back, going to the classic park you remember growing up as a kid.
And making new memories that will last a lifetime. Bringing you the best of California from the Disneyland Resort, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.